Okay, Ms. Powell, first of all, please briefly summarize your education and your employment history.
I have a JD, Juris Doctorate from Vanderbilt University Law School, where I focused in environmental law. I also have a bachelor's in English and African American Studies, as well as a master's in education.
Have you specifically been researching the LNG plant in Tacoma?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with the permitting process that has been attempted in that?
Yes, sir. I'm familiar with the permitting process, both in researching this particular facility and also my experience and learning about the permitting process in law school.
And Your Honor, I move that Ms. Powell be admitted as an expert on the LNG permitting process as well as the property and hazards of LNG. And do you have any opinions as to whether or not the city has any expertise in preparing such an EIS, and what is the basis for your conclusion?
I read the environmental impact statement that the city prepared. I read the entire document, including the appendices, and it was entirely unclear what type of project the city was reviewing here. And in fact, it seemed to me that they had no clue what type of project this is. The type that's being permitted here at the Port of Tacoma is a marine bunkering facility, which is new to the United States. The City of Tacoma's environmental review treated this project like it was a peak shaver, where it was just storage going on, not like it was a marine bunkering facility where it's going to be a transportation hub. They did not adequately assess the environmental harms or the safety risks from the LNG tanker trucks or from the marine vessels. Whoever prepared this environmental impact statement had no idea what kind of facility they were reviewing. This is the most incompetent one I have seen. I have reached a conclusion that the permitting process obstructed participation from members of the public. I have reached a conclusion that the environmental impact statement that was produced for this facility was false and misleading. And I've reached a conclusion that the city, as the preparer of the environmental impact statement, has no expertise on liquefied natural gas, and therefore the project was not adequately reviewed. And in this instance, where you have a new type of facility where there was only one existing beforehand, and it's very different from Tacoma LNG, where you have 3 companies that have proven to have poor safety records that are building the facility. What you need is an adequate review by the lead SEPA agency that's going to protect members of the community. And you did not get an adequate review here, and that's why I feel the members of the community are not protected. They're building a plant where the environmental review process was inadequate, and that's not only my opinion, it's found to be inadequate by 2 state bodies. The first is the Shoreline Hearings Board, and additionally the Puget Sound Clean Air Agency, in doing their supplemental EIS, is the second agency that's now said, okay, this was not adequate. The main issue that I'm concerned with in terms of the citizens of Tacoma is that the safety review was also not adequate. And that is not going to be a part of the review that the Clean Air Agency is going to do. That's why I'm still asking for this supplemental environmental impact statement.